Okay, so here's the chick cake pops that we're gonna make. They're a little bit like that I showed you guys yesterday. The picture on that container of candy pieces. So this one's a little bit different, but here's another option. I guess it just depends on what you can find in your store. This is the book that I have on my Kindle. Oh, it is right here, Easter eggs. We're gonna make these. That's why we bought like the sprinkle confetti, and you use what's it called? You use corn syrup, and you use a paintbrush, which I bought some paintbrushes because I don't know if any of the ones we have haven't been used yet. But you use paintbrush and corn syrup, and you like do the lines on the eggs, and then you can use the paintbrush for the sanding sugar. And then I got different polka dots and other different things to decorate our eggs with. So I'll kind of show you guys throughout the day as we're making our cake pops how things are going. So I know my dishwasher is running right now in the background, so sorry about that, but I just wanted to show you real quick the next step that you follow to make the cake balls. So basically you just cook the cake according to the directions on the box, and then you cut it into 4 sections, which you could leave it in the pan to do this, but I wanted to reuse that pan to cook the chocolate cake that I'm making right now. And then you take a bowl and you take 2 of the sections, and once they're cooled, and you kind of just rub them together like this to make the cake into real fine sections. And any big pieces that fall off, you can either pick them up and crumble them, or use a fork, whatever, to divide the pieces. Okay, and then once you have all the cake crumbled up, you only want to use 3/4 of a regular container of frosting, which is 12 ounces. So I'm going to take 1 scoop, 2 scoops, a little bit left on the sides. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And then you're just going to mix this up without getting it all over. Kind of use the back of the spoon, the directions said. So you're going to take a cookie sheet and cover it with some wax paper, and then you're going to roll 1/2-inch balls onto the cookie sheet. And 1 box of cake should make about 48 of these. Okay, so I just got done doing all of the red velvet cake balls, and it actually made 54 of them. So counting some of the cake that crumbled onto the counter and so forth, I'm thinking that some of these are probably too small. They probably should have been closer to this size. So I did try to start making them bigger, and I'm probably going to make them closer to that size when I do the chocolate ones next. So I'm using my new camera, and it's a little bit scary because it's probably so clear you can see every flaw on my face. So now that I have a new camera, I'm going to need to go to a dermatologist. No, just kidding. So I have the chocolate cake balls done, and I wanted to show you guys those. The chocolate, it definitely made a lot less because I made them all a little bit bigger. I think I counted 42 of them, so that was a little bit closer to the 48, but in the opposite direction. So now that I have all these made, I'm going to put this tray in the freezer for about 15 minutes, and then we'll start the coating process. I took the styrofoam rectangle that I bought, and I poked a bunch of holes in it with the sticks. I started taking the plastic off of this, but it started getting the sparkle stuff from the styrofoam all over. So I actually put the plastic back on, and I just taped it on the bottom and just poked the holes right through the plastic. Now I have my candy coating here. I have yellow, I'm going to do the chicks first with the red velvet cake. And the directions said to just take, like a handful of amount at a time to work with. The rest of them are remaining chilled in the refrigerator right now. And we're going to try this, and I'm kind of nervous because I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, the candy coating, I put one whole bag of the 12-ounce candies in the microwave, and you cook it for 30 seconds and then mix it another 30 seconds, mix it, and then another 30 seconds, and by then it's all completely melted. So, first thing you're supposed to do is dip your candy stick into the candy coating about a ½ inch to an inch down. Well, I probably did a little bit too far. Just have it coated, not dripping, because this coating needs to go into the cake ball. So find a good spot and push it in about halfway, and there you go. I guess the candy coating on the stick helps adhere the stick to the cake ball. So hope that's gonna stay on. I don't know if you're supposed to let it dry or what, but okay, then you're gonna tip it upside down. You're gonna dip this into the candy coating, and you kind of want a deep bowl so you'll get it coated all at one time. I hope my bowl's deep enough. I'm actually gonna tilt it to the side. And when you put it in the bowl, you want to make sure that the candy coating actually goes all the way over the cake ball and actually hits the stick. So it's gonna form one strong piece of candy. If you do just the ball or you don't get the whole thing, you do risk the potential of it falling off. And yeah, it looks like I need a deeper bowl, because mine is now, well, it worked, but not very good. One thing I've learned, I need to transfer this to a deeper bowl. I'm actually going to use a cup. Let's try this again.
Let's try it again.
I pushed it up a lot further this time, so let's see if that'll help. Okay.
Looks like an apple. A golden apple.
See, it's like, I guess you just gotta kind of play with it to make sure when it's dripping off, it's gonna come down towards the bottom. If you hang it too long upside down, I have a feeling it's just going to keep falling off because the pressure or the weight of the candy coating is going to make it come down. So, I don't know.
You're going to make one with all these sticks?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Are you just doing that? Or are you just going to like add stuff to it? Ninja style.
I would imagine the more you do this, the faster you get, but I feel like this is going to take forever. And I can see too on these balls where the smaller ones, you're going to have a hard time because when you push the stick in, it looks like the ball separates a little bit. So I'm going to try just doing it upside down, kind of.
Are you making
Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, this is, see, now then you end up with spots like that. Although it looks like it's kind of, what, yeah. I guess it's not so bad, but that worked out okay. Ah, they touched each other. I put them too close together.
A little frosting man could have typoed across that.
Did it mess it up? No.
No.
They're not very perfectly round. I mean, I know my balls aren't perfect, but wow, you can really tell if your shape.
Balls are perfect.
You can really tell if your shape is not perfectly round, and you end up with all that or I end up with all that extra candy at the bottom. But anyways, we'll do one more with you guys and then I think that's enough. I think you get the drift. I'm sure there's tons of videos out there from pros who've done this 100 times. And this is just my little trial and error. That's why I said this is not a tutorial or anything like that. Just sharing my experience with you guys. So I guess it does okay to just keep it upside down while you let the excess drip off. Maybe, I don't know, I guess it is what it is, people, right?
Can't be perfect.
That's right. So I'm gonna be making candy coated balls. Let's see, how many do I have? How many do I have of the ones? I'd like 50 some of the one. I'm gonna have almost 100 of these to do. So I will show you guys once I get these all coated, and then when I go to decorate some of the yellow ones, I'll show you what they look like. So you guys, I just wanted to show you how they turned out. I did end up doing the chicks like I had showed you guys, but I ended up not doing the Easter eggs and just coloring the rest of them with the pink, or coating, not coloring, coating the rest of them with pink, purple, and turquoise, and then calling it a day, just because the evening kind of got away from us. We had steak and lobster for dinner, and we ended up coloring Easter eggs with the kids. So I just kind of ran out of time, and honestly, decorating them wasn't quite as fun as what I thought it would be. It was just really tedious, and it was just like there were so many to do. I just wanted to kind of be done. So one lesson I learned is that I will never do this many of them at once again. I will probably do just one box, and if I was going to do it for a quick snack for the kids, I would probably not even do the whole box. You can actually make the cake, cut it in half, and freeze half of it and to use at a later time. So that's kind of a good tip for you guys there if you want to try this. Probably don't do as many at once until you get better at it and it doesn't take you as much time. So that's it for the day. Hope you guys had a good Easter, and I'll see you tomorrow.